always do my makeup in a rush. So let's get to it. I literally have to get this close to the mirror. Hello? Oh, okay. I put on a freak ton of mascara. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my updated makeup routine. I feel like obviously it's been crazy to see like the resurgence of the 2016 like very heavy matte makeup, and I feel like people are obviously romanticizing it right now, but in my household clean girl makeup was never in. I mean, obviously I do light makeup on certain days, but if I'm going to work or if I'm going somewhere, I'm doing a full face, okay? Full beat every single time. I thought it would be fun to show my makeup routine because I am very confident about my makeup routine, and I feel like it's taking me years to perfect, but this is my go-to full face for like any time that I have something to do. I'm getting ready for a birthday dinner right now, so I'm gonna take you guys with me as I do this. Look at my cute makeup bag. It's from Stony Clover Lane. It's so freaking adorable. But anyways, let's get started. So, because I have somewhere to be, and this is also part of the, I guess, not clean girl aesthetic makeup, is that I always do my makeup in a rush. So let's get to it. So I obviously started with my skincare. The Rhode primer is like or the glazing milk is literally my favorite thing in the world ever. I'm gonna go in with the Say Sun Glow drops. Literally I have none left, and I'm gonna do CeraVe moisturizer. I always want to make sure that my skin looks hydrated and not like literally crusty and dull, so I always start with those two. I've never been a foundation girly. I've just put always a ton of concealer on my face, so I'm gonna do another part of this aesthetic is literally digging in a makeup bag the size of, I mean, this thing is huge. Hopefully this is some good ASMR of me digging around trying to find everything. I always use the NARS cream concealer. I've tried other concealers and nothing compares. Nothing will ever compare to NARS. So I'm gonna go in with this very heavily on all the spots that you put concealer. You guys know the drill. I have worked in this makeup because I work in the service industry. So I have literally worked the sweatiest shifts where I'm like running around trying to get shit done, and I also work in nightlife as well, so this makeup stays on literally all night. It doesn't actually come off. I am gonna use a setting spray, but I've even like forgot to use setting spray on certain nights, and my makeup has still stayed on the entire night. This is the House Labs concealer brush. This little brush is like, I think my favorite brush in my whole brush collection, just because like it literally blends out so effortlessly. Like I barely even touch my face and it's blended out perfectly. And also I just love the shape for like getting right in the corner of your eye. I think it's just perfect. I feel like when makeup wears off, makeup doesn't have the wear like for the entirety of the day. It's because you're not using enough makeup, and also like layering makeup. Like every cream product I use, I pretty much have a powder product that goes on top of it. Okay, so now that we have our base, we're gonna do, where is she? This is the Westman Altier Contour Face Trace Contour Stick in the shade Biscuit. My best friend got me into contouring. I never used to contour until a few years ago when I met my friend MJ, and she used the Fenty Beauty one, and it was a cool tone one, and I don't know, it just made her look super snatched. So she put me onto that, and I like the Fenty one, but I do feel like it's sometimes a little bit hard to blend out. So then I saw this one trending on TikTok, and lo and behold, MJ had this one too. MJ just knows something about contour. Oh, also this brush is the Patrick Ta 4 Contour 2 brush. I really love this brush. I also feel like brushes make a huge difference. Blush, I don't really know, because I have so many blushes and I just kind of like change them out depending on the vibe that I'm feeling. Rhode blushes though, I will say, are probably my favorite. I love the shade Piggy, but I don't know. I also have this Patrick Ta, pardon me, blush in She's a Doll. This one is so bright. I think I'm gonna do this one at the end. Let's just use all my blush. I don't really give a fuck. So when I use this one, this is the shade Sleepy Girl in the Rhode Pocket Blush. I love anything that's creamy and very easy to blend. I feel like that is like my vibe. So I'm just gonna put this on the outer parts of my cheeks to give me some warmth, and it's very natural. And then I love a bright pink blush. Like me and bright pink go together really bad. I don't know if it necessarily looks good all the time, but I don't really care. Like, I love a bright pink blush. I don't want it to look like natural when I'm going for this makeup. I want it to look very exaggerated and very bright and very fun and very youthful and joyful. So I just feel like bright pink warms up the face really nicely. I always do this one, focus it on the apples of my cheeks, and then just a little bit on the nose, just like a touch. It's so funny because I remember when I was younger, my mom used to put blush on her nose and on her forehead. And I was probably in like middle school at the time, and I was just like, why are you putting it on your forehead? Like, it's blush, like it goes on your cheeks. I just thought it was the weirdest thing. And now obviously, I put it on my nose. Sometimes I put it on my forehead if I'm feeling crazy or if I really want to go for like a very sun-kissed natural look. But mothers are always right. You just have to like come to that conclusion when you're a little bit older, unfortunately. This is the Huda Beauty powder. I swear by this powder. Pretty much everything in my makeup routine I swear by. There's really nothing that I like would not swear by, because I've tried so many products at this point that these are the products that like I constantly repurchase. So now that we look insane, we are going to do bronzer, okay? This bronzer, literally the best thing ever. I love this shit so much, and let me tell you why. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer in the shade medium. I love this because I love any Charlotte Tilbury airbrush product. Like, truly, Charlotte Tilbury, as we know, I feel like she's a little pricey, and I feel like at first I was like, is the hype like really worth it? Just look at, I'm just gonna do one side of my face. Hold on, just 1 second. Just like look at the warmth from this side compared to this side. It literally is such a difference, and it's not like muddy or orange. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I do think it runs a little orange compared to other bronzers. Not orange in the sense of like, I think I look like a Cheeto Puff. Orange in the sense of like bronzy and sun-kissed, and I don't know, I fuck with it really hard. Now that I've bronzed, I feel like it always comes down on my cheek a little too low. That's just because I like to go in with the brush kind of everywhere. So I like to go back and damage control and just put some concealer right underneath so I can really carve out my cheek area. I did this makeup routine when I went to Ibiza, and I was out all night and my makeup looked slay every time I got back. I didn't even want to take it off. You know how when you get back from going out or something and you don't even want to take off your makeup because it looks so damn good? This is the Maybelline Express Brow Stick. I am not picky about my brow products. That is one thing that like I honestly have tried so many things and I will use whatever because, well, okay, that's not true. Not when it comes to eyebrow gel, but when it comes to an eyebrow pencil, I really don't care. I'm gonna go ahead and take off my bake. I'm gonna use this Mario, don't know which brush it is because I guess I've rubbed off the writing, but I use this smaller end because I just like to kind of press the powder in instead of like completely wiping it off. Okay, now this is, I'm gonna be controversial. I feel like there's no other eyeliner like the Kat Von D eyeliner, okay? Personally, I've been doing a wing every single day since literally probably for the past like 7 years. The Kat Von D eyeliner is my favorite, and they don't sell it at Sephora anymore. So like the tattoo eyeliner, you guys know what I'm talking about. But I tried this one size 1, and I'm not gonna lie, this is a close second. I really like something that's stiff, like a marker, so you can actually draw it on. Now, I have a very specific way of doing this. I'm using this mirror. I literally have to get this close to the mirror. But what I do is, it's pretty simple. I just realized before we move on, I realized that I didn't blend out my cream contour on my eyelids. Step 1, this is a 3-step process. It's very easy. Step 1 is to just draw the line going out, okay? Obviously, well, the way that I do it, the way that I've been taught by the beauty community that raised me in 2012 is just to follow the line of like how the bottom of your eye kind of comes up. Then we draw a line from the middle of our eye to the middle of this and connect it. And now all you have to do is fill it in. Very easy. Now it's time for the hard part where you do the other side. Now you've heard the term that winged eyeliner should be sisters and not twins. And that's pretty much what's going on with me right now. It's gonna look all fine once we put on our mascara. If I were to only swear by one thing, it would be this makeup. And guess who put me onto this? My mom. The Lancome Monsieur Big mascara is the best mascara to exist. I put on a freak ton of mascara and I get it all over my eyelid, and then I just take a Q-tip and wipe it off, because I would rather really get in there and coat every single freaking eyelash than try to be careful with it and not live my eyelashes up to their full potential. But the difference is crazy. Okay, so I just finished my mascara. Mascara is just like my favorite part ever, because now I just feel like a little doll, and I feel like I've completely transformed and shape-shifted. Sorry, I can't speak because I'm running late and I need to fucking lock in. What's next? Hello? Oh, okay. So I just like to go back and do like a little bit of eyeshadow to kind of like pull everything together on my eyelid. All I do is take the same bronzer and I just pop it in my crease. I like when everything looks cohesive as far as like the colors that I'm using on my face. So I'd rather just use the same bronzer color instead of like a whole different eyeshadow. So we're getting to the final phases. I don't do this every day, but because I'm going out tonight and I want this look to be more dramatic, I'm gonna waterline my eyes. I don't use black because I feel like that makes me look kind of insane. So I always use brown. This is Urban Decay Demolition. You know the drill. I like when this looks a little grungy and smudgy, so I don't ever really try to do that perfectly. Sometimes I do like a little bit of glitter on my eyelids, but I really don't want to do that today. I really don't think I should do that because I think I'll regret it. I always do Charlotte Tilbury airbrush. Y'all know how I feel about the airbrush. She's on her last leg. This has been used. I don't even know what this is called because it has been used. It has been loved. But I take this Morphe M554 brush and I just take some of this. And this is technically like a brightening powder. So all I do is I pop it under my eyes. Just like that. Sometimes I put a little bit on my forehead. This stuff though goes a long way. Like, I feel like that made such a difference in the camera. Why the hell does the camera look so much different? Honestly, I feel like I maybe put on a little too much. Now is my favorite part, blush. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I freaking love blush. I have a lot of blush options and I'm not sure which one I want to choose from. But something that I've been liking recently is, this is a Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blusher. Is such an interesting name. This is in the shade Love is the Drug. It has like 2 shades, but you have to mix them together. Very pink, popping down my cheeks. And yeah, like I said, I love pink blush. Obviously it's not for everyone, but personally, I just think it makes me feel really freaking cute. I'm gonna put the tiniest bit on my nose. Like when I say the tiniest bit, that's it, because I don't want to look super sun-kissed tonight. I more just want to get baddie. Do I look like a clown on camera? Maybe, but in real life, I promise I don't. Obviously, we're gonna end off with highlight. I used the Dandelion blush. This is not blush. Highlight from Benefit. Go in with the Real Technique. Everything that I use, you can tell I love, because nothing has the label on it anymore. This is a Real Techniques brush and it is perfect for highlight. I have used this brush since I was in high school for highlight. It's just like the perfect shape to pop the highlight right on. Highlight is something that I feel like I have never found a highlight that I absolutely love, and I'm still in the market to find one that I really enjoy. So if you have a highlight that you love, please drop it in the comments. I take this tiny Morphe M431 and I put this in my inner corners And then I'm gonna pop it on my nose. And I like to use this little brush because I love how precise it is. I love to blend things out with my finger. I'm a big believer in the finger is the best makeup brush. Also, this is something that I have taken too far before, but I'm not gonna do that today. This is a Patrick Ta for Phase 3 blush brush. And I'm gonna take, this is the She's a Doll blush. And I'm taking the cream. And I'm going to do this so lightly that you're not even gonna really be able to tell a difference. But sometimes this step gets a little crazy. I feel like I have blush blindness. Obviously, I'm looking at myself right now. Yes, I look very blushed. I look a little over blushed. What I do when this happens is I take this brush again, this Mario brush, and I take the big side. This is kind of the side that you can tell because it's pink. But I use this to go back and just make sure that nothing looks clownish. Okay, last step. This is my lip combo that I will literally, I will die on this hill. Best lip combo ever. So I'm gonna take this in a tint. Do y'all remember this? Because I have never let this go. Okay, so I'm just gonna dab in the middle of my mouth. Blend it out with my finger and then just like that. The star of the show is the Makeup by Mario lip liner. Okay, I'm not fucking playing around. This is the best lip liner to ever exist. This lip liner is the perfect shade of nude brown / pink. It's really not too pink, but it's like perfect. It's so perfect. It's not a true brown either. It's fucking perfect. When I do my lips, I wouldn't say I overline, but I wouldn't say I'm very safe with it either. The reason that I love this so much is not only because of the color, but it's because of the brush on the other end. The way this brush blends everything so effortless. Oh, stop. So good. I know I said mascara was my favorite part of my routine, but I fear I get really excited when I get to do my lips. And then we're gonna be doing the Rhode, the hell is this called? Peptide lip treatment. Honestly, any gloss will do. I do like this one just because it's very hydrating, but the gloss is not like the most important part of the lip. It's really the lip liner and the lip tint. And now we are done. I need to do my setting spray. We're gonna do the one size. Do we want to do the one size? We could either do the one size, but this one's matte, or the all-nighter extra glow. I think I'm gonna do the one size. Guys, we're done. We did it. This is the completed makeup tutorial. Clean Girl Makeup is dead, and we don't associate with her anymore because we are hot girls and daddies at heart. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm about to fix this hair. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please tune in. I post every Tuesday and Friday now. I hope that you guys take some inspiration from this makeup, and if you have any makeup tips, drop them down below because I'm always trying to learn something new about makeup because I'm obsessed. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. And I'm not running too late either. I'm just on time. Bye.